Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University of Adelaide in the official launch of All Week for 2015. My name's Dave Lamb. I'm the General Manager of Student Services and Administration, and I'll be your MC for the morning. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the Kaurna people, the original custodians of the Adelaide Plains and the land on which the University of Adelaide campuses at Waite, Roseworthy, North Terrace and Theberton are built. This morning I have very great pleasure in introducing Professor Warren Bebbington, the Vice-Chancellor and President of the University of Adelaide. Professor Bebbington is the University's 20th Vice-Chancellor and has been in office since July 2012. Please welcome Professor Bebbington.
Thank you, Dave. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the University. This morning you become undergraduates. And this is a tremendous intake we've got. The mean ATAR for entrance to the university this year was 92.3. It's a record for us, so this is the brightest group of students we've ever had. So congratulations on getting in. Most of you will pass through this hall once more when you finish your course to collect your degrees and launch yourself into graduate professional life. But you won't ever be again part of something quite like this. You see, unlike other institutions, other large corporations, we're not governed here by a board of shareholders. We're not governed here by the government either, which people sometimes think. Our governing body, our council, is self-generated. It's made up almost entirely of our own graduates, our staff and our students. And that's pretty quintessential about universities. Universities for a very, very long time have been self-governing communities of scholars, dedicated to a single mission, which is the pursuit of knowledge. Universities have been around since medieval times and for the larger part, totally unchanged throughout that period. Social organisations and governments have come and gone. We've seen democracies, theocracies, plutocracies, we've had dictatorships, all manner of governments. Yet for 1,000 years, universities have remained the same as they were at the beginning, self-governing communities of scholars dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. Knowledge and intelligence is everything. New ideas are critical, and just like the ancient European universities, here on North Terrace, this community of scholars has been here for 141 years, dedicated to the same objective. Our motto says, sub cruce lumen in Latin, under the Southern Cross, light. Against the dark southern skies, we shine as a light of learning, a light of new knowledge for all who are interested. Nevertheless, there's a few things that are critical to make this community work, and civility is one of them. Some people who come to the campus, who are on campus, have unpopular ideas. These ideas need to be heard respectfully, with patience and good manners. There's no place in a university for violence of action or thought, for brute force, for ill manners. How we interact with each other, how we function as an institute of higher learning depends on that bond of civility. Also, the university is not ringed by an impenetrable fence. We did have a fence, we took it down some years ago. We have permanently open gates. We're a thoroughfare. We welcome people from the public to walk through our campus because we happen to think that interaction with the city is essential. We're very much a part of the culture of the city of Adelaide. And that's why I've invited today the Lord Mayor of Adelaide, who will also welcome you to the city as I do to the campus. Now, as a community of scholars, we on the staff have a number of responsibilities to you for your academic success, for your safety and well-being while you're here. But equally, you have responsibilities to us. And on your seat, there's a little dodger called our compact. which lists the things you can expect of the university and the things we expect of you in return. I'd like you all to read that in the next few days because it's critical to what makes a university work. We have a very serious purpose, a noble purpose, a purpose that we invite you to support. But in saying that, it doesn't mean that everything must be solemn on campus. Universities are also well known for fun and for students enjoying themselves. There's an ancient university song written in the 12th century called Gaudiamus Igitur in Latin, and which goes, Gaudiamus Igitur juvenes dum sumus, post jucundum juventutem, post molestum senectutum nos abebit humus, which means, loosely, rejoice while you're young, have fun, because in a moment old age will come and we'll all end up in the grave. The typical black, macabre humour of a medieval song. But it makes an important point nevertheless. This university is filled with 100 clubs and societies, activities of all kinds. Last year, at least half the student population were members of a club, if not more than one. And I'd encourage you to explore all that the university has to offer beyond academia. Visit the historic cloisters, talk to the student union staff and volunteers, wander over the footbridge and see our splendid sporting fields, our boat club, where a whole multiplicity of activities and competitions take place. So soak up all the different opportunities. Throw yourself wholeheartedly into campus life. It's an important part of the overall experience. And finally, one piece of advice from me, and that is this. The people you meet here this week are probably destined to have a powerful role in your lives. Today I have a professional circle of colleagues right around the world, people I can call on at any time, people who've been absolutely vital to the advancement of my careers, mentors, peers who've been hugely useful to me, and almost all of them I met in my first few weeks at universities. My very best friend, who's a professional colleague, very important person in my life, I met in orientation week when I sat where you are now 44 years ago. So don't underestimate the significance of the people around you, the people you meet, the friendships you're about to make. They're usually the beginning of lifelong connections. As Gaudiamus Igitur says in its final verse, Vivat Academia, vivant professores, vivant membrum qualibet, vivat membre quelibet semper sint in flores, which means long live the university, long live its professors, long live the undergraduates, may they flourish forever. Amen to that.
Well, thank you, Vice-Chancellor. It's with great pleasure now that I welcome our guest speaker this morning, the Right Honourable the Lord Mayor of Adelaide, Martin Hasey. Born and raised in Adelaide, Mr Hasey is well known as a successful businessman, a university lecturer, former Rundle Mall chief and founder of the YouthWorks fashion chain. In November last year, he became Adelaide's 63rd individual Lord Mayor. We're very privileged to welcome him onto our stage this morning, so please make him welcome, Lord Mayor.
I'd also like to acknowledge that we are meeting on the Kaurna land and we honour the connection of the traditional custodians, both past and present. Professor Warren Bebbington, Vice-Chancellor and President, University of Adelaide, Amelia Briggs, President, Adelaide University Union, new students, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to O Week. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with you to have a chat this morning. First of all, congratulations to you, all new students. Being accepted into university is indeed a great achievement, and with the aforementioned grades in which many of you have got in, that is indeed a great accolade already, so well done. I'm sure you're all looking forward very much to studying here at the University of Adelaide. The transition from the school environment into tertiary education marks the beginning of adult life. It's a very exciting time with lots of freedom and lots of opportunities. You can explore new things, meet new people, and have lots of fun. I'd like to thank you for choosing the City of Adelaide. Our student population is vitally important to our city, so you support us already in so many ways. Education is crucial to our city's economy, and I don't only mean the investment that you are making in your degrees. Every time you buy your lunch, every time you buy a cup of coffee or do some shopping after class, or you buy a ticket for a bus home or a car park, you are helping the City of Adelaide. We thank you for that. Moreover, students add so much life to the city. Your presence makes our city so much more vibrant and so much more interesting. I also encourage you to embrace all that the university and city life has to offer. The Adelaide University Union has dozens of clubs for you to get involved in. Education is a lifelong endeavour. In an ever-changing world, education provides you with one essential tool. It provides you with the ability to future-proof yourself. It provides you with the ability to prepare yourself for what's next, even if you don't know what that quite is. I encourage you never to stop learning, and I encourage you to aim high. I also encourage you to maintain a sense of balance, and the Adelaide City Council, in that endeavour, is here to help you. There is so much happening in our great city for you to enjoy. The Adelaide City Council website, you can find 100 things to do in the city after 5 p.m. And we've also got a range of updates that you can sign up to where we can email you directly. Whether you're interested in festivals, public art, exercise, or simply just want to keep informed about what's happening across the City of Adelaide, please do make contact with the Adelaide City website, because we can keep you informed about many of these activities which are either low cost or no cost. If you're also looking for a place to do some quiet study, we have a fantastic new library, of course, on Rundle Mall. This library has free Wi-Fi, areas to study in, including an outdoor lounge, computers, free workshops, and a great deal more. Lastly, I'd like to leave you with this thought. If I look back when I was in your place many years ago, and I share my experience for you to contemplate today, I encourage you to study hard. I encourage you to do everything you can to finish what you start. I encourage you, as the Vice-Chancellor said, to make good friends, because in these short coming weeks you will form connections with people who will stay with you for life. I do encourage you to be very nice to your lecturers and your tutors. And I encourage you to sit at the front of the bus. So I can see all these empty rows at the front in class. Come forward, please. I'd like to thank you for choosing to study in the City of Adelaide. Our future and our city is dependent upon you, the youth of the City of Adelaide. You will be creating the jobs of tomorrow. You will be doing so many things to add to the fabric of our great city. So thank you, please enjoy, and have a great journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. I now have great pleasure in introducing the President of the Adelaide University Union, Amelia Briggs. Amelia is your full-time student advocate on campus and is in her 4th year studying mathematical sciences. Please make her welcome.
Thanks, Dave, and thank you to the Vice-Chancellor and the Lord Mayor today. As Dave said, I'm Amelia, and I'm the President of the Adelaide University Union. And I'm here to tell you about some of the stuff you can get up to outside of your classes, which is cool. So I'm studying maths and French here. I'm in my 4th year, so it's actually not that long ago that I was a first year. It's pretty scary. I remember coming in my 1st year and I was pretty freaked out. I was a bit of a nerd in high school. I don't know if you can tell because I'm studying maths. And so it was a bit hard for me to meet new people, but I can say now that I have a lot of great friends here already, a lot of people that I know that I'm going to be friends with for life. You could say I'm wildly popular and cool, maybe. I would. So my first piece of advice as a student to a student is to work hard and play hard too. So that means that to work hard, you have to do at least the minimum amount of work for tomorrow before you can go to the pub. And don't do your homework at the pub, because I've tried that and it only lasts for like the first drink, and then you might just spill your drink on your Maths 1A assignment, or worse, your MacBook. I've seen that happen. Be careful. But then you can go to the pub after you've done your work. You might even try to go 2 or 3 days ahead in your work. Pretty exciting. And my second piece of advice is to get involved with the union, which is where I am right now. It might be a bit biased because I am wearing this shirt, but I was a first year student once, and I can guarantee you the things you'll learn here and the friends you'll make are here for life. What's the union? It's a student organisation. It's run by students. I'm one of the students that run it. And you have the opportunity to become a member of us. So you can take advantage of some sweet and also come to all our member-only events. It's $25 for a year, and it helps us fund all of our events, and it helps us fund our services. So you get a sweet deal, and you know that your money's going to a good place too. So some of the discounts we have discounts on all the food retailers on campus, so you can get cheaper lunch. $40 off a free gym, a full year gym membership, if you guys are into that. And free lunches for members, cheaper tickets to gigs, free yoga in March, which will be cool. So what do we do around the place? Well, you're at one of them. O-Week is a union event. It's huge. It's one of our biggest events, in fact, and I'd encourage you to go down to the Bar Smith Lawns as soon as you get out of here. So we have music, comedy, giveaways. There's going to be Thelma Plum's playing tomorrow, if you guys know her. I'm sure you do. And on the Maths Lawns, you'll also find a selection of some of our 130 plus clubs. But across the year, we actually run over 70 events. So we start at member-only barbecues and little, morning teas, all the way up to big bands at the cloisters, expos of food, and we have culture, we have art exhibitions, we have parties, and like I mentioned, we have free yoga for members, so you can wind down in the morning. And we also do an exhibition every year of students' art. We like to show off our students a little bit because they're pretty amazing. I did mention club on campus, and so did both of our other speakers today. So our clubs are one of our most amazing things. They're hanging out on the Maths Lawns this week on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. And there's over 130 of them. So some of them are based on faculties like engineering or science. Some are for hobbies, so if you're into craft brewing, debating, robotics, hip-hop dancing, that's only a small few. There's so many more, and the union funds those and supports them to do some amazing events, but students run those themselves as well, so it's a great opportunity to get involved straight away. They do pub crawls, balls, forums, networking, all sorts of stuff. Also on the Maths Lawns you'll find sports. There's around 40 different sporting clubs, and they run all sorts of different sports from lacrosse to martial arts, etc. They're on the Maths Lawns as well, so you can have a look at joining them as well. We also run and fund student media on campus, including our student magazine, which is called On D, and that's in its 83rd year, which is pretty cool. It's written by students, it's illustrated by students, and it's edited by students. So if you guys are an arty type, you should definitely think about submitting your words or your art, your drawings, wherever you like, to our editors. We also run student radio, where students host radio shows on Radio Adelaide, 101.5. So you can tune in between 11 and 1 a.m. and maybe next year you can get your own show. As well as the party times, which are great, we also do a bunch of helpful stuff that you can take advantage of. So if you're looking for a job right now, or if you want to skill up for a job in the future, we have employment services and they can help you out with your resume, and they put you in direct contact with employers. We also run certified training courses, so if you're looking to get your RSA to work at a pub or barista certificate, whatever you know, something like that, you can get those from us at almost half the cost it would normally be, with an extra $20 off if you're a union member as well. And we also help you so many ways. My speech is just going on forever. We also help you through the Student Representative Council, so that's a separate body, and they advocate for you. They're paying attention to what the university's doing, they're paying attention to your courses, and they're paying attention to what the government's doing to universities as well. They're interested in student spaces, they're interested in representing students' interests. And they're actually having a rally on March 25th against the education cuts, so you can go and visit the SRC on the Bar Smith Lawns as well, where they'll have flyers about what they do, and you can meet some of your reps. There's also a Meet the Rep event on Friday. If you're here on Friday for prelim lectures, come in and meet all your student reps, because I'm just one of them. And we're also here to help you if you get into trouble, so I won't bore you for too long in this because I'm sure none of you will get into trouble, hopefully. But if you do get into trouble academically, just remember the name Student Care because they know the process inside and out and they can really help you out. So with that, I just wanted to reiterate that I can't stress enough how much I've enjoyed my time with the union. I've been involved in some way or another for about 3 years, which is kind of ridiculous. And it's been amazing though, and I currently live in the union office, literally almost live. There's a mini bar in there where I keep my lunch and dinner and sleep. You can come and visit me there, or you can come and see our shop there. We have merchandise there, official Adelaide University merchandise, so you can come and get a hoodie or a cufflink or a pen. There's binding and laminating, and we're also giving out free diaries, free student diaries for everyone, which is cool. They have student art on the front, and you can get it for free, so why wouldn't you, really? And just be sure to check out the website at auu.org.au to find out anything else. You can check out the whole list of clubs there. But also go down to the lawns, there's so many people to meet. We also have a Twitter at UnionAUU and also a Facebook if you search Adelaide University Union. And I'm also tweeting, I've already tweeted you guys, sorry, and I've tweeted the front as well. So that's all from me. I hope you guys have a great time at O Week. We've spent a lot of time making it happen. And I also hope you enjoy your time studying here. I've had an amazing time studying here at the university. And it's a time you won't regret. So not just for the amazing stuff you'll learn, but also for the life on campus. So with that, I'll stop boring you and go have some fun. Thanks.
Thanks, Amelia. So as our speakers this morning have all said, there's an awful lot that you can get involved with at the university. Just to reiterate, there are over 100 non-sporting clubs and 40 sporting clubs. And if you can't find something to interest you in that lot, either you're not trying, or perhaps you'd like to start another club yourself, which is also possible. As you leave Bonython Hall, please visit the Welcome Centre down in Hub Central, where you can find out what to do next, pick up a map, pick up a lot of information about what's going on this week. Maybe sign up for a campus tour. And I believe there's a competition that you can enter as well. On the Barsmith lawns at lunchtime today, there's a free barbecue. You can collect information and freebies for many displays that are services that are on display on the lawns also. Look out for members of our welcome team. If you're not sure about where you should be, what to do next, where to go, any question at all, look for the people in the bright pink t-shirts. They're very willing to help. So on behalf of the university community, I'd like to wish you a very enjoyable O Week and the very best of success in your studies here at the university. Thank you.